welcome back to my channel. This is Sugar Shawn. I'm back for another video, and welcome back to another letter that was sent to me from one of you, and this one is a doozy. We're gonna get into all that in just a minute, but in case you're brand new to my channel, I'm a life and dating coach and the author of 3 books. First one's called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. They're all available at Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com, and these make great gifts for the holidays, okay? Shameless plug, all right? If you want to work with me as your personal life and dating coach, or if you'd like to submit a letter for a chance to possibly have it featured in an upcoming video, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. Now, without any further ado, we have a lot to get into, so let's go get them. One of my close friends, let's call her Lisa. I've been friends with her since middle school, had a really bad divorce with her first husband where she ended up with an STD. They had 3 children together and he kicked her out of their house, which caused her to move back to Texas. One of our close friends was the one that actually showed Lisa the proof of her ex-husband cheating, and now Lisa doesn't want to talk to her anymore and changes the subject every time her name is even brought up. Lisa and I started working at the same company, as by now she had graduated college and so had I. Lisa meets this new guy that is a part of the church band some years later. He claims he's a virgin waiting for marriage. They talked for 6 months without any commitment, meaning they weren't exclusive, and then 5 months after being exclusive, she tells him that he needs to propose by the end of the month, which would be in December. I did advise her not to give him an ultimatum because although she felt like they had been dating for a year, it had actually only been 5 months. So she should take it slow and not have him to propose not to lose her. He should propose when it's real and when he's ready to make that commitment. She calls me on Christmas telling me he did propose and that he decided that that was what was best for him and that he was ready. But she said that she wasn't going to wait around for 3 years to have him propose. In February, he proposed on Valentine's Day. I was the bridesmaid in their wedding, and now they have a baby together. Recently, I went out with some friends and I saw Lisa's new husband kissing another man. My other friends think I shouldn't say anything because Lisa stopped talking to the other friend for telling her the truth about an ex-husband, and we still work together as well. The current husband didn't see me that night, but I have proof on my phone because I took a picture from a distance. What should I do? I know that your friend Lisa completely excommunicated her last friend for telling her the truth, but if you're a good friend, you have to risk it. And I know that sounds crazy. Sometimes you have to risk the friendship in order to be a good friend. Now, this woman had a baby with this man and is married to this man, and it sounds like he's out here living a double life. She needs to know for her health, for her safety, for her mental well-being. Like, it sounds like she was pressuring this man. I'm not even sure he was into women. Just because you met the man at church doesn't mean he was even into women. She forced him. She kind of pressured him. Was like, I'm not waiting all day. And he might have felt like he had to, but that really wasn't living in his truth. She decided, she picked this man. It sounds like she selected him and was like, I'm going to get you and you're going to be my husband. And, you know, she just kind of dragged him along for the ride. I think that you should absolutely tell her because it's something that she definitely has to know. And you work with her. Like, every day that you don't tell her, it feels like a lie. Because sometimes there is a thing called lying by omission. You know a truth about your friend and you're keeping it from her. That is the same as a lie. Every day that you don't tell her, you're actively participating in that lie. And I couldn't look at somebody day in, day out and know I know something so major and not say anything. Now, she needs to be, you know, if I were you, I would definitely pray about it. Ask God to tell me what to say and how to say it. Ask God to give me the strength. Ask God to open her ears to be able to hear what I'm going to say to her. So this is going to be a lot. This is absolutely going to rock her world. It's different from the ex. She was able to do a clean break with him. But this one, she actually has a child with him. And they have a new marriage. And she might want to make that work because she does have a family with him. But she deserves the benefit of having all the facts before moving forward. And if you can shed light on that, I think that you should. I feel like I would want to know. I would absolutely want to know that the life that I'm living is real. And if somebody out here has proof otherwise, I would want to know. And I wouldn't want some stranger to tell me. I would want it to come from a friend. I would sit her down after praying. I wouldn't just come willy-nilly. I would have to seriously pray that God, please don't let me lose my friend for telling her the truth. Because she might already have her suspicions. She might not have any proof. And here you have the proof on the phone. Sometimes people have they have their doubts. they have their suspicions, but they need cold, hard proof. And you sound like you got that on your phone. It's not like you're telling her to be messy, or you're trying to ruin her happiness, or you're trying to be a bad friend. You're trying to save her from the future hurt and embarrassment and all the pain that she's gonna feel in the future. Because if the marriage starts falling apart, she might think it's because of her. When come to find out, this man has some skeletons in his closet. And he got a whole nother boo on the side. Like, you know that your motives are pure and you're telling her from a good place. I think it's worth risking the friendship to be a good friend. Being a good friend isn't telling somebody what they want to hear all the time. It's telling somebody what they need to hear whenever they need to hear it. And she needs to hear this truth. And who better to have that truth come from than an actual friend who has prayed first, who has come to her not to be messy, not to blow up her relationship or to ruin her happiness, but to make sure that she knows all the facts. Because like I said, this is putting her health at risk. Who knows how far he went with this man that he was with? And he's all around town, just out in the open, just careless as a married man. Sometimes people do this because they want to get caught. When people are out in the open with their cheating, sometimes they want to get caught. They don't have the courage or the guts to say it. They'd rather just be found out and be like, oh my goodness, she caught us. When all they had to do was be a man and say that. She might already have her suspicions, and this might be the confirmation that she needs. I say tell her. But what do you guys think? Should she tell her friend? Should she risk her friendship to tell the friend this very uncomfortable truth? Y'all let me know. And if you guys want to hear more of my opinions on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. As I said, first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. Second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. I'll be sure to link all three of them below so you guys can check them out. And if you want to work with me as your personal life and dating coach, or if you'd like to submit a letter for a chance to possibly have it featured in an upcoming video, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. To the writer of the letter, I'm praying that you have the strength and the courage to do what's right. But like I said, if you keep this from her, she's gonna cut you off for sure then. Because it's like, girl, how did you know and let me have kids with him and let me live with him and let me publicly put him out there? Like, she is gonna eventually hate you for not telling her the truth. But she gotta grow up and be able to take the truth from people and not cut people off from telling her the truth. Because it makes people afraid to tell her what they see. That's on her. But you can't worry about her reaction and let that be the reason that you keep her in the dark, okay? All right, that's pretty much it. I love you guys. If you missed my last video, I'll do you a favor and I'll link it for you right here. Be sure to subscribe right here. Till next time, later divas and dudes, this is Honey.